And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Cannavaro, his shot at goal! Goal! Inter! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And claimed it back swiftly. Good ball, good take. That's going to go a long way. Di Lorenzo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's to Ketelara. That is ended up in no man's land. Out to the left it goes. De Ketelara gets a good foot in there. Now it's Bergkamp. Oh, played right into his path. Bergkamp tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. It's a mighty effort! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
He won't be happy with that one. Inter Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And it's Bergkamp. And reclaimed it in a trice. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Goes for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
He's got away. Martinez. Now there's a shot, surely! There's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking for options for movement. It's a goal kick. Odo. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hernandez. And here's the chance to counter. Tries to play it through. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be a
chance! And he's done it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensive.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Inter Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Here we go again then. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's managed to get free. That'll be a throw. Now it's Rafael Leao. Applies the finish! Hernandez. Here's Rafael Leao. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that has not gone well. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Hernandez. Rafael Leao. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Threads one in. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Oh, well spotted. Had to be at his very sharpest there. Corner number 2 then. And it's Paredes. And the finish! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well read, and the danger is averted. The ball's gone astray. Can he get on the end of this?
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Akanji does well to stand firm and defend it. That's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pull it. Foot in. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, that's fabulous. Swings in across.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's Davids. No, he's had it taken off him. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Davids with the short one. Tries to pass it through. Well timed, excellent interception. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Inter Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Your reflections then, Jim?
Inter can be really happy with this. I saw it
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world. And we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And Batistuta! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Batistuta probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Rafael Leao, foot in, and it's Denzel Dumfries. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Barella. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's on his way! And the shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Hernandez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Barella. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Barella, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Big header! Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Now Maurizio Gantz, perhaps not the glitziest of Italian strikers, but someone with a pretty good record.
Well, he certainly won his fair share of trophies, Peter.
Yeah, and he strikes me as someone who scores important goals rather than necessarily 20 or 25 a season.
Yeah, that's probably because he would often chip...
He's had a shot! Loose ball, and it's come back out to him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Inter would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. He's found a way through. Danilo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And that has been cut short. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now that looks a decent ball. Bergomi makes the interception. Knocks it into space. Rafael Leao plays it in. And that's the keeper's ball. And the pass is intercepted. Just eases him off the ball. Milan are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Hernandez. Davids. And it's Barella. Here's Rafael Leao. And it's Davids. Now there's a fine ball. Danilo receives it in a good position here. Very nicely done. Danilo, he gets big! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net.
Inzaghi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. It's run loose here. Looking for the run. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia with the delivery. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break. You can be sure of that. Inter Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Inter Milan carry... Cannavaro. Pinches it off him. Can he get it through? And he can clear it away. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, real chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Davids. Davids. That's tidy. Barella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, he's got a side of shot at goal! Cleared without complication. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench? Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Martinez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rafael Leao. That's an imaginative pass. Martinez.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now. Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting.
And that will be the final act. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. How would you summarise what we've seen today? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, it's a joy to have a chance to watch one of the finest to emerge from the African continent, Samuel Eto'o. He backs up his goals with a really strong work rate, and he's always effective, whether on or off the ball.
Yeah, fantastic talisman for his nation.
And more discipline than people credit him.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Darren Fletcher. Quality ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And here's Forlan. In with the challenge. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's bustling through here. Fletcher was alert to the possibilities, but in the end, it's fruitless. A probing pass. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Gerrard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Fletcher. And here's Nunez. They're urging him to shoot. A header! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Fletcher. Now it's Darwin. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He rises! Goal! Barcelona! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Fallen! Oh! Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Fletcher. He's free. He has got space. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Forlan shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bellingham. Messi cuts out the pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he finish? And that would have been some goal.
Mbappe just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
He gets big. It's hit the crossbar. Adams getting this one clear. Flashes it across. Oh, smashing header. Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Barcelona take the lead. And this is Eto. It's Eto! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And he's there to get it away. Thuram. Nice interception, well timed. Kukcu. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he cuts out the supply. Nicely weighted ball. Raul tries to play it through. Darren Fetcher, terrific header! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona go into the lead. Real chance! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Raul. Vieira. And that has been clubbed away. Azar. Forlan. And it's Forlan. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is the last effort of the game. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Pete.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen.
Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Kukchu. Kukchu! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
That's a cute ball. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Forlan. Raul. Raul going face to face with his great rival. Darren Fletcher. Rijkaard. And it's Hakimi. Mbappe is flagged offside. Beckenbauer. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer cuts it out. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Cafu, and he's managed to get free. Played in chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Fernando Torres is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And it's Batistuta. Kukchu. Fernando Torres. Costa Curta. That's a sharp pass. Hakimi. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played. Cafu. Kukchu. Ball played for Rijkaard. And here's Raul. Passes short and sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here. Oh, cracking ball. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Real chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Bale. And it's Bellingham. Mbappe, showing great feet there. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Batistuta.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Darwin gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Raul. Spread it left. Good chance here! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bale deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Looking for the run. Well read, nice interception. And back to the keeper they go.
Nepal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for options for movement. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Kukçu. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. He has found the way through. Now the delivery.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Nice looking ball. Nicked it back promptly. And it's slung out wide. And the counter is on. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget...
Shoots! Now, who's going to be first? In he goes again! Oh, that is rather wayward.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Vitinha. Played out wide. Picked out brilliantly. Great chance! It's bounced back off the post. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Barcelona definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think...
Messi!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Van Basten.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Bellingham. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And that pass just didn't quite work. Forwards and with intent. Fletcher. Ambitious ball here. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose. And he's there to belt it away. No way he was going to let him past. And the pass is intercepted. Bale. 30 minutes gone. That's good vision. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Good take, and is he in? Nunez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a good ball out wide. And he gets his head on it! There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Costacurta. Darwin. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Costacurta. Raul. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Distributed tidily. Just about within shooting range. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And it's Vitinha. And this is Van Basten!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Messi. 75 minutes played. Oh, that's well spotted.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Back into the middle. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. Big chance! It's a searching pass. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Hakimi got a long way forward to join the attack. And here's Raul. And this is Messi. Chance, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona, moments now away from seeing this one out.
This usually is the...
And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Darwin claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Rijkaard reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Nicely shaped ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bellingham. Looking for the run. Tries to pass it through. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's in a great position here. Nunez! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Can he get it through? Fermin picks it up out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Hakimi. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And he was quick to react. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Villa. And he's found a way past. Great chance! Oh, he's really drilled it. And this is Neymar. Now it's Owen. And he's quick to get it clear again. Out to the left it goes. And it's Bale. Oh, there's a probing ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Bale.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Darren Fletcher. That's a pretty loose pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Owen in acres of space out wide. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Time and again they are repelled. Kaká goes pelting down that left-hand side. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. What a throw in. That'll be a throw in. Bellingham might just make this. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Fermin.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Well, played right into his path. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Costa Curta does well to stand firm and defend it. Tries to play it through. Dunk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Al Hilal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No, that's been intercepted. David Villa.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bale, looking to play him in. An instinctive delivery. And he was alert to it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Quality ball. Now it's Owen. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's in on goal. Chance for a shot! Oh, there's the clearance. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Villa really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Ronaldinho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! Oh, belter! A finish of true class! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So, a breakthrough already. Darwin could move up a gear here. Can he get on the end of this? Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And it's Bale. Bellingham. Darren Fletcher. Nunez. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Barcelona finding their passes. Played over towards the opposite flank. Moved on forwards. Bale. Now the ball in. Chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Van Basten. And it's Beckham. Aimed beyond the defence. Costa Curta. Darren Fletcher. And that has been cut short. Bellingham. And Hakimi. And here's Nunez. Oh, good spread. Now the delivery. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Ronaldinho. And it's Belletti. Quality ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bellingham. Darren Fletcher. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Here we go again then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
He's through now. A chance! No mistake! Brazil are back in business. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're quick to get it back.
Villa really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's fabulous. Now the cross. Oh, what a climb! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Saliba clears it away. Dunk. Bellingham. A header! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Decent progress down the left. And here's Mbappe. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He gets big. Oh, off the bar. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Bale. And that's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Mbappe.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Thuram. Distributed tidily. And he cuts out the supply.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Messi. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Bale. Time added on 4 minutes. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Ronaldinho. And here's Haaland. And that has been clubbed away. And that's it. Barcelona can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Oh, this is a great position. And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Barcelona breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that has been cut short. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Barella. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Venezia clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Busio. Approaching the half-hour mark. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Barcelona got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that had to make... That could spell trouble. Just the keeper's... Van Basten! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Into the channel. Floated through. Now it's Martinez. He has found the way through. Busio. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So we're just settling back into this second half. Serginho threads one in. Martinez. Lovely bit of skill. Busio. Barcelona are 2 up early in the second half. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that's... Decent chance! Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Venezia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Great ball. Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Climbs up big. He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, super ball! Swept in.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Confirmation. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Martinez. That ball looks a good one. And that will be the final act. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and...